Hi guys, welcome to my coffee show. My name is Jack. Recently I went to London Coffee Festival. Great atmosphere, great people, great place to be, lots of coffee. But one of the most exciting things that happened was meeting with the inventors of Epoch. So Epoch is a manual espresso machine, and they're going to start on a Kickstarter very soon. And I had that pleasure to look at those machines, to see how they work in action, and also to taste the espresso. I will show you a few clips. The sound quality is not perfect, so I will talk over some of that. And by the end I will tell you what I think about that machine and should you consider that. It's an amazing experience to meet with people who actually build something, create something. For them everything is easy. So one of them, the guy was explaining me how to make the handles for La Pavonia, how you can make this by yourself, that by yourself, how easy it is. Great mindset, it's something that I unfortunately don't have. They created two espresso machines. One is the lever machine that you're going to see now. So here we have a Epoch, that's how I pronounce it, the Epoch. So that's a lever machine, as we can see. No boiler, so you use the hot water from the kettle.
Exactly.
It reminds me a little bit of the Meticulous, the one that just started on a Kickstarter.
The Meticulous is currently, yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to be releasing once they're still live.
Okay. So so it's not available yet?
It's not. We're launching Kickstarter next month.
Okay, so the Kickstarter, guys. And that looks like a classic lever machine. Obviously there's no boiler, so you have to use the hot water from your kettle. The capacity of the water chamber is 90 mils. The guy said you can easily pull shots up to 1:4 ratio with let's say 17 grams of coffee. Portafilters to both of those machines are 51 millimeters, so the same as for La Pavonia. The interesting thing here is the pressure gauge, or lack of it, but you still can control the pressure. The way I understand it, and I'm not a physicist, they use the metal inside the lever, and that metal flexes and bends. The more force you use to pull the lever down, the more it flexes, and that flex, it's translated into the pressure, so they calibrate it with the pressure gauge. If it works, that's an ingenious solution. But they also have another machine that you're going to see now. They call it a manual espresso machine. The same principles here, but instead of lever you just move that thing around and that creates the pressure.
Grinder? This is not a grinder. It looks like a grinder. It's not a grinder. This is a twisty press.
Okay. I've seen one like that from a Kazakh, a Polish company.
Yes. So what we've done here is we've optimized this screw press. So this is the inside of that one. So we've got this really low friction.
And that creates the pressure?
That creates the pressure. So if say you have arthritis in your this takes a lot less force.
Okay, so that's for pensioners. That's the machine for pensioners. It's a nice thing, but I like this one.
This one's the more traditional.
So, what you mentioned that we can measure the pressure here.
Yes. So we've put a patent in for this idea. The gist of it is, rather than putting a pressure gauge inside the actual cylinder, which has various problems. You know, you have to drill the cylinder, and you get stagnant water inside the pressure gauge.
So how do you guys do it? How does it measure the pressure?
What we have is this handle flexes very, very slightly. You can't feel it, but it's designed to flex just slightly.
Okay.
And we have a mechanism inside
and it measures
that accentuates that flex and displays it as a dial.
That's a genius. Wow. And you translated it into the pressure, into the bars.
Exactly. So we've calibrated that against a conventional pressure gauge.
So can you go over 6 bars with this one?
Yeah, so we've calibrated this one up to 8 bars.
Okay, that's 8, yeah.
We might go to 9, that's still to be determined.
Okay.
This one is, it can get to 15 bar very easily.
Okay, but this one does not have a pressure gauge at all. Yeah, well.
It does, believe it or not. It works similarly. So this one flexes, this one also flexes. So when you get to pressure, I'll simulate it by going to the bottom of the thread. You can see when I get to pressure, that bit aligns with the center. So at the moment I'm applying the right pressure to get to about 8 or 9 bar. Are you familiar with calibrated tampers?
Of course, of course.
So we've gone for the opposite approach. We've got a base that springs at the right pressure. So you can put your base, and then you can use whatever tamper you like. When you get to the right pressure, it springs.
Wow! You can still be uneven with the tamping here.
Absolutely. It does happen occasionally when we're not watering.
Okay, so do you have to preheat it?
This is exactly what I'm doing at the moment.
Okay.
So normally we'll just do one. Two preheats is optimal. So if you do two preheats, you'll get a brew temperature of 95 degrees.
Okay.
So when I turn back, it opens a valve. Opens all that water.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the preheat water we discard.
And then you put the coffee,
Put that in.
lock it in.
Now this is the water we actually.
So now the water inside.
At the top, when I get to pressure, that aligns at the centre. So you'll see what I mean. We're just at the moment pre-infusing.
Wow, so it can do pre-infusion as well.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. And then there you go. We're at the right pressure.
And then what? You just maintain it?
Maintain it, yeah, absolutely, just like that. Keep going until you get to your extraction. You can use a scale underneath.
I forgot about the coffee. That sounds so exciting. Okay, we have a.
I can show you.
No, we have a.
You can
so
see
we
that.
have a cup. Can I taste it?
Absolutely.
Definitely great body. That's what we would expect from the kind of a lever style machine. Do you still call them lever? Do you still call it a lever machine?
I wouldn't. I'd call it a manual machine. I don't know what you would call it.
Nicely balanced shot. Yeah, everything that I would like, yeah. So guys, that's the Epoch for you. Very exciting times for us coffee lovers, coffee enthusiasts. So many things coming. And living in UK, I want to support the things that I invented here, so please check the Kickstarter if you're interested. Now the few things that you need to know about it. So you will be able to choose between one and another of those machines on the Kickstarter, and they also going to sell a kit. So let's say if you go for the lever machine, but you also want the option to use that shorter thing, you will be able to buy that separately. I think they mentioned you can change the base of the machine from wood to something else, so possibly that will be an option as well. As they said in the clip, they might calibrate the machine differently. At the moment I think it's up to 8 bars, and it's also easy to take those machines apart. So if you want to go for holidays, you can pack it easily, and that's a big plus. The biggest issue, first of all, thermal management. Obviously with those kind of machines it's a hit and miss. They said that from cold, if you preheat it twice, then the machine will reach 95 degrees Celsius. But then if you pull multiple shots, that will fluctuate, obviously. I think the solution here is something like I have on my Lapavoni. You can put the digital thermometer on the side. Obviously, if you use the kettle with the regulated water temperature, eventually you will know your settings, how hot the water has to be. But the biggest obstacle here, I think, it's a price. So the price per unit, £950 on the Kickstarter. That will be well over $1,000. Think about it. The Flare 58 here in UK costs what? £550? Great machine. Very similar. Lapavoni Pro 700 something pounds. The Meticulous, not that much more expensive than this one. And you have the tablet, you have profiles and so on and so on. So 950, a little bit steep. Well, tell me what you think. Now what they say is that you will be able to opt for the machine that it's disassembled and then you assemble it yourself. Don't quote me on that, but I think they said £750. I might misheard, but definitely lower than 950. But the most important thing here is that the espresso, it makes a great espresso. So if you like a lever machine, so if you want to try the lever machine, yes, I do recommend to check it. At least check it on the Kickstarter. Now guys, let me know what you think about it. Is it something that you will be looking for? Are you interested? I would love the Epoch to send the machine for me to test. Well, we will see. I really like it. I like the design. I like the espresso. I like how it works. I like the innovations here. But for today, thank you very much for watching. My name is Jack. This is my coffee show, and hopefully I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.